All right, we really took this one down yesterday because he's in our roadway to continue down to where I call the White Oak Lumberyard. Now, once you get it on the sawmill, you see right there, there's a bow in this piece. So you're actually better off to cut it right here. Take the bow right out of it. Use this piece for smaller beams like that. And now you have a long log that you can do anything that you want with. 6x6s, 8x8s. Not getting more than an 8x8 out of this. But that's the best way. You could cut this long now. You're going to throw that on your table. You're going to cut this down to, you get nothing. Best off, just do it. Right here in the field. This is the second tree we dropped yesterday. I told you here we have a little rot spot. And Jay's going to come up here. Perfect. Cut this first foot off. You see, we cut past the rot over here. We have a perfect log. So now we came down here. Right there is where I showed you that first knot is. Still going to give us a 12-foot post. But that's where you're going to want to start cutting your first logs to get your premium stuff. So I'm going to finish bucking up these logs. Bye-bye. Just in case you couldn't tell that was a hill. That's gravity. But look at this. White oak. Perfect. Maybe it's still rolling. I don't know if you can see it down there. Don't fall. Jay's gonna hold it in place here. It's a big boy. We'll pick it up and put it right on that bunk.
Yeah. Can you get around there?
Yeah. So not only does this winch help us rolling it, it's also going to help us pick this thing up and place it. I don't even know how heavy it is, but for two guys it really doesn't matter. This is a 9-man log right here. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom. You see how that slipped right in place? I'm going to probably have to dolly this up. Just to see where we're at. 19. 20. 19. We have the impact gun? Okay. So our board is a little bit tapered right here. What we have to do is we take our knee board. And then what we're trying to do is to level the board out, so our first cut, it's just going to be shy on this side. If you want to pin this one down here.
Are we good down there?
Yeah. We're really close over there too.
Do a little cleanup where I dragged it through the woods.
So normally our stuff is not that bad. This tree, just maybe where it came down, we make sure we clean all of this off. A lot of times if our trees are really, really bad with mud, we'll pressure wash them first. But you do not want your blade to go through the dirt. It'll just dull it prematurely. Y'all good?
Yeah, I still got to do a little clean real quick.
Okay, we flipped this big beam already here, but you see, you need to make sure and check how ours is running. You see we're running perfectly square. So now you know when you're planing your cancelator that everything is going to be square when you're building it. It's going to be easier to do your measurements, put things together. You got to make sure that your cans are square. And you still see we're working off the center of this cliff, right? These are some big pieces.
Alright, ready?
1, 2, 3. Again, the most you're going to see Artistic Timber Works guys working. It's throwing those gigantic pieces to the side. You can see how this beam is coming out. Wish I could get 2 stringers out of it. Now I'm getting greedy. Okay. Don't jump the gun and pull this while the clips are still on.
Not that we've ever
Trust
done
me.
that. I mean,
We have done it. We usually cut that out of the video, but we've done it. Blooper roll coming. That's a massive beam flipped, ready to be cut. We don't have the $60,000 self-flipping one. This is our new gym that we're creating, is timber training to go across the CrossFit people. Exactly. You guys want to hit a tire with a sledgehammer, come on up here and roll one of these logs instead. We still got 12 this way, right? We got 13. Good. See where the beam is. After that nub, and then we're going to go 11. So now we've decided, we know we've got to go this way with our beam. So we're going to take some off, we're going to pull some material, and we're going to get some extra cutoffs to the side. We're just cutting the nubs here so that it fits the throat, into the throat of the saw. Okay, we got our first cut done on this bad boy right here. I don't even know how heavy this one is, but number bunk 1's going to give us a little bit of a problem because of the knot right there. You can see how our logs have dug into my... Okay. It's really not terrible. Hang on, let me measure. It's really, it peaked off the back as well.
a little bit on the knot, but not much.
I know, but the back's... Oh, we're all good. Yeah. We're going to cut off at 16. That's perfect. Perfect.
16, you said?
Yep. Are we strapped in or no?
No.
You're going to see we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just keep spinning this around, turning it, getting it square, finding the plit, looking for the bark. So it's not just a mindless game. You need to think about what you're cutting before you waste too much wood. but it is wood. So sometimes it just is what it is. Yeah, big boy's gonna cut a big slice off here. Should be good. 5, yeah. It's gonna be 5 inches on your end. It's a bigger log, so the saw's gonna go through it a little bit smaller. Now all my lumber is wet. Probably been down for 2-3 months at the most. Cutting 11. Taking it slow, 11. Gotta go a little slower when you're going through the knots here. So what we're gonna do with our next cut, we know we're going to keep our beam 12. We need 6. So I'm going to start peeling off actually material that we'll use for decking as well. So nothing goes to waste other than the bark ends here. So we're going to get this cut. We're going to cut the slag off this side. We just finished cutting the last of the beams. And what I like to do after we've got all our extra material is I keep myself a 1/2 inch slice. This is going to be my stringer. I'm going to use this as a template later. I'm going to cut this first, put it in place before I ruin and waste a beam. Now here's a perfect example where the plinth is actually not going through this board straight. And when we cut it, you see the plinth here? We're closer to the top. So if you go down here to the bottom side of it, you notice that the plinth is closer to the bottom. So we've really separated them. They both have a little bit of room. So this plinth is actually running through this board on an angle going up. But it'll be centered. We'll cut off both of these ends here after we build it. This is a long piece. So we'll have no problem with cracking. Okay, we just threw this 9-footer up here. We need the ball out. Quick 8x8, so we're going to show you how quick we can just cut through this. Good? Yep. Right there? Yep. Let's just double check. We're going to just double check we're running square. Nice. We need to roll out. Yeah. We're going to need to give it a... Yeah. 1, 2.
Oh my goodness. It did come up here a little bit.
Did we? Okay, you want me to check? We actually got to go back a little.
Now back. This way?
Yep. Oh, right there, bud. Perfect, perfect. Perfect. See, there you go. You need to make sure you're running square so you get a nice beam, center plinth. Let's bang out 12 first.
12? I cut 12.
So we're actually cutting a little fatter than what we need. We might have to make an extra cut because of it. But if you cut too deep, too far, too fast, it's a good chance you're not going to end up with the size cant that you need for whatever project. So it's easier to just keep sawing your way into what you need, take the pieces as extras, and do something with them as opposed to having giant slabs of nothing. I got you. Up! It's oak. Ain't no lie, that's oak. Dipping? No, cutting smooth. You really can just rub your hand down it and feel there's a slight. We're going to plane that out. Not going to worry about it.
No guy with a plane.
No guy with a planer. There you go. We drop one. Let's not run into one of these things. Cut 9, bud. We're already on a flat, right? Yes, we are. So we'd rather go for a 1-inch bigger beam now, so then we can look to see which side is best to trim off to give us the most sturdy wood, or the best wood that you're using for your project. You're trying to cut off, excuse me, all these outside, this wood on the outside, soft. You're really looking for the center beam. You can almost see it on the end. You do not want to have too much of this in your beam. We're trying to get full coverage into this. Boom. And here we're rocking, boy. We are rocking. I don't know. Okay, you're gonna cut 8. So there you have it. We're cutting 8. He's got to cut a 1/2 inch off of this thing. We're gonna have ourselves a perfect 8 by 8. Perfect with the center of the plinth. Check the downside. He's a little bit more towards the bottom. We're cutting this off, so that's as good as you're going to get. Onto a white oak 8 by 8 post. This post is going to be used for the platform. The staircase is going to have a small set of stairs, go up to a platform, and then a little bit longer run to get up to the 2 stories. And there we go. I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe. Let's go with 10. We'll work the extra 5.
10 minutes, 30 seconds. All right.
There we have it. I'm gonna give you a roll so you can see. Boom, perfect. All sides. He's gonna put it off to the pile and we're gonna get another. Okay, we were at the end of our day here and we almost got all our logs cut. We're missing just one. We'll do tomorrow. But I wanted to show you this. You see, we have a crack in here. Once we've cut this open, we notice this crack. Not gonna be good for a beam. So we are taking all the material, slicing it off, and these are going to be our beefy treads that are going to be on that staircase. So we're not throwing away the wood because it's cracked. We're going to make a cut right here now, get rid of that bad piece, and get 2 more treads out of it anyway, and the piece is not a waste. So I just wanted to show you here for the day. We cut up the last of the white oak that we needed to make for the last platform and the joists, and also these are the stringers, the custom timber frame staircase that we're going to build on film for you. So we got all this, more treads come out of it. So this is all the cut-off material. You can see I got 5/4, another tread in there, another tread in there. So as we were going along, we cut down to our smallest beams, and then if we can get perfect material, boom, just like that. This is premium stuff. It's outside the plinth, so these will last forever. So we ended up with a pile there. We have another pile of 5/4 material here. So in the morning, we're gonna finish up cutting that last log We'll trim off all the boards that we have, and then we'll actually figure out how many treads we have and how many more that we need. But there's the day at Artistic Timber Works in Two Guys. Beautiful. Look at this wood. It's beautiful. Deck's gonna be nice.